pair of shoes underneath the bed.
This is Vegas All Net Radio, the final frontier of free speech. This program is intended for mature audiences only and contains strong or potentially offensive language of an adult and sexual nature. So, listener discretion advised.
The views and opinions expressed on the Curvaceous Bounty of Sin City do not reflect those of Vegas All Net Radio or its affiliates.
All music, stories, and characters are the sole property of their creators and are protected under international copyright laws.
Sierra, Alexia, Mama, and Sweet Cheeks are personalities put on for your entertainment.
The stories are real. The language is explicit. The behavior is unbelievable.
If you can't take the heat, get the fuck out of the kitchen.
Watch out for
Blasting to you straight out of Las Vegas, Nevada, it is the Curvaceous Bounty of Sin City, starring Sierra, Sweet Cheeks, Alexia, and Mama.
Good evening, Las Vegas. And people around the world.
And all you motherfuckers in Transylvania.
In case you hadn't guessed, we're doing an homage to Halloween.
Halloween.
I've noticed when I was working on the club report, this is a good year for Halloween.
There was a lot of parties this
weekend,
Saturday.
but there's still a lot of parties next Saturday because Halloween is on Thursday.
Right.
So get your pen sharpened and get ready for when we give you the parties for next week.
Hells to the yes.
Yeah, I was updating the calendar Friday, and I was there must have been at least 15 events for last night.
Oh, I know.
From all over the country. So
the
that's
Red
awesome.
Label was hopping.
Yeah, I'll bet it was.
There were a lot of people there last night.
Did you go? Were you able to go to the party?
No, but I drove past there and it was crowded.
Oh, I mean, there were a lot of people in there.
Yes, it was.
From what I remember.
So what do you get when you turn a hot dog inside out?
I don't know.
A Halloweeny. Hey, it's a clean joke on this show. Go fucking figure.
No, I heard it told, why couldn't the witch get pregnant? Because her husband had the
Halloweeny.
I heard the joke like that. Miss Alexia, how you been?
I'm doing all right.
A lot of people asking for you last night.
Yeah, I'm not very social still.
Well, you know what? Like we're Sierra and I counting it down. You got so much time, and then we're gonna make you be social. Okay?
We will drive
you
to your house.
I don't not in private social, like dinner at friends' house and things like that.
I know you've done that. We know, but we're getting ready to blast you out pretty soon.
It's time to go.
Yeah.
We're
time to get out.
We're
Look,
being
you and I
respectful.
can sit in the corner and Pinterest together.
Oh
That's
yeah,
what
yeah.
we can
I guess
do.
we could do that.
Oh, you guys are fucking stupid.
Pinterest rocks. I got hooked in today. I went in to go see.
I won't go do
Wait, she tagged me in a comment, right?
did.
In a comment, I think it was for a zombie thing.
It probably was.
It was a little zombie picture, so I went and looked at it, and it sucked me right in.
Pinterest is like the black hole of the internet.
She purposely sends me things and goes, found this on Pinterest.
Right.
Because she's trying to suck me in.
I am. I am like the Pinterest dealer.
You would get lost in that hole.
I know. That's why I can't go there. I'm already
click
lost
on
in
that-
Candy Crush hole,
you
okay?
click on that
I cannot get lost
DIY
in Pinterest hole.
Click on that DIY crafts link. You'll be fucked for the rest of the
All
week.
I know is when I was making my Khaleesi costume, really wanted my body form.
Mm-hmm.
So we got to get on this
We got to
project.
get on this.
You looked great.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It was so fun.
And the PLP looked really cool too.
I gotta tell you, the PLP won the contest for the third year in a row.
Repeat, bitches.
She works really hard on her costume.
Well, what I'm really mad about is that Callie and I didn't win the costume contest.
Didn't you just tell me you went as the invisible man and woman?
We did. We went.
So nobody saw you anyway.
So nobody saw us anyway. Yeah.
So
Which really bums us out.
Yeah, okay. I was so happy when somebody would walk up to me and go, "You're the Khaleesi!" I'm like, "You're my friend forever."
Did you find a dragon? I didn't see a dragon in the picture.
Oh, yes. If you look at my hand, there's a little tiny red dragon
okay.
in my hand.
For those of you who know, our page is on Facebook. It's www.facebook.com/SinCityBounty. You can go see a picture of Sweet Cheeks in her Khaleesi costume.
As a blonde.
That's right, as a white-haired blonde.
I told one of my friends there that he's kind of one of my friends with benefits. I'm like, we could fuck.
So how many
could pretend I'm somebody else?
So how many people actually came up to you and recognized who you were? You said that you had the one person.
Yeah, I think maybe 6 to 8.
Good.
that
That's
knew
not bad.
the Game of Thrones.
Yeah, that's not bad at all.
Yeah, and then those that didn't, once I said it, they're like, "Oh, I don't watch that show, but I've seen her."
Right,
kind of
right,
thing.
right.
Everybody's
So,
seen her. If you've
Coco-
ever been on Pinterest on the Geeks link, you totally know about the Khaleesi. 'Cause she's all over on
She's
there.
made a few runs
all
on
I
Facebook
said is,
too.
Yeah.
I'm the Khaleesi, and Khaleesi means queen, and she's a badass bitch. Okay,
She
so
sure is.
that's what I was.
Every time she goes, I want them in my army. And they're like, you can't have them. It'll be impossible to get them. And like 2 shows later, they're part of her army. Like, that's just how
they're
it works.
bowing down at her feet, and it was. I have
Is that what you long for? Is to people
No.
to bow at your feet?
No,
and-
I talk shit like that, but
I want an intern just so I can have that kind
I
of.
do too.
Just so I can have that kind of authority.
See,
I
We
when
think.
now
I-
have a
when I
position
sold-
open, unpaid intern, no benefits. If you hurt yourself, you're fucked. But we need an unpaid intern here on this show.
well, when I sold advertising, I was like one of the very top salespeople. I always won the trips to Hawaii and Mexico and everything. So I kind of had people like that, like
Right.
like only talk to her if she talks to you, kind of
Like
thing.
a receptionist or a secretary or something like
Well,
that.
even the new sales reps that come around, like there was a hierarchy.
Right.
So I had that. No, I like to talk a lot about but you guys know me. I'm very like I will help anybody. So I'm not really at that where like just do for me, and I fuck around about it a lot, and I do think that there's certain situations that I demand respect, like in my house, because I pay all the fucking bills.
I just want someone to go get lunch for me every now and then, so I don't have to do it. I want someone to make the phone calls that I don't want to make. I want an assistant.
Yeah,
you know.
I hear ya.
I do.
We need an unpaid intern. That's what we need.
Yeah, good luck with that.
So I
one.
can just delegate some stuff that they can
I
take care of, and
I understand.
yeah.
But no, so yeah, I was just a badass bitch last night. The wig was fun.
Yeah.
I bought 2 wigs.
Did you? Now we know that it's been a while for you since you've had any of the, boom boom.
It hasn't been a long while.
Boom, boom,
but my-
pow.
Did you
my
get
pipes
lucky last
are
night?
Very clean.
Okay. Is that part of the catch up?
It is, but
Okay.
I can tell you about it now if you want. I'll just tell you this, and then we'll talk about it later. I had to do the walk of shame in my Halloween costume, leaving Mandalay Bay at 6:30 this morning.
So what she got was, because that was 6:30 on a Sunday morning, she got all the churchgoers who were in town.
That's right. Dressed as
heading
Khaleesi.
down to
Did
the-
you keep
heading
the
down to the
wig on?
breakfast
Did you put the
buffet.
wig
No,
back on
I
when you did
actually,
the walk
when
of
we
shame?
got in my car driving to Mandalay Bay, he's here for a convention. I took the wig off, so I didn't.
totally would have done
I
it.
didn't leave but
With
I
the
go to
wig
leave
on.
this morning, and he's bald, and I'm looking at my hair like I just been fucked for 8 hours hair, and not 8 hours, 4, 6, something, I don't know. Anyway, I go, don't imagine at home, do ya? He's like, no. I'm like, okay.
He's bald.
That made the walk of shame a little bit.
I've got a washcloth that I use to rub my head.
I know a bald guy who has a $200 hairbrush that he uses.
Oh wow. So yeah. So I was trying to do the proud walk of shame in my Khaleesi dress.
The proud walk of shame. I totally would have rocked that wig all fucked up as I'm walking. Well, and off to one side too with my
Well, you
regular
gotta
hair
remember,
hanging out.
he didn't even know my true hair color when he met me at the club.
Oh,
He
so
didn't
that
know
was
what
a
he was
shock.
getting until he got outside.
So by going as the Invisible Man and Woman, does that mean that you did not go last night?
Yes.
Okay. Did you do anything last night?
We stayed at home. I had the boy this weekend because his dad had to work, so I had the boy this weekend. So we stayed at home. Actually, what I've been doing is, it's part of my catch-up, but I've been packing for my mom.
Oh, okay.
Wait, and I have to tell you this because it makes me so happy. Yesterday at 7:00 was my grandson's birthday party at the bowling alley, and this one walks in, can't hardly walk. She's fucking hurting, and I'm going, yeah, bitch. Now you see.
And I'm like, bring it on, bring it on.
What about you, Brown Sugar? For those of you who
Brown
don't know,
Sugar.
we have Brown Sugar
Hey,
down here
I love
at the
somebody
end.
named Brown Sugar. Come
right?
on.
Say that again. Make some damn fine cookies, don't you?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Now, did you do anything last night? Did you go out and party, do any Halloweeny thingies?
No, I didn't go out and do any Halloweeny thingies. I was stressing yesterday. Just normal, everyday stuff.
Have you
I
been
guess.
to any holiday parties yet?
No, honestly, Halloween is not really my thing.
Is it scary for you? Is
Yeah,
it
a
is it
little
like the
bit.
work of the devil?
Kind of. I feel like that sometimes. But yet I always get invited to all kind of parties. So I don't know. I said I would have a more open mind this year.
There were
so
a lot of
we'll
great
see.
costumes. People, I mean, a lot of people dressed up.
What was
It
your
fun.
favorite besides yours?
Oh, well,
And the
somebody
PLPs.
came as a marijuana leaf.
Oh,
And
nice.
they had a sign like legalize marijuana or something.
That's funny.
The PL3 was afraid she was going to lose to the marijuana leaf last night. There was some people I didn't even know who they were because they were in big, like, long capes and masks, and they kept them on all night. So I couldn't even tell you who they were. Yeah,
Wow.
like, I didn't even know. So, Nut and Butter was there. He had a ball cap on. I guess that was his Halloween costume.
What did he? Hey, look! I
I
came as a
didn't talk to him.
douchebag.
So, what were some of the other costumes that you recognized? Besides, were there any that you just had no clue what the fuck they were, and you had to go, "What are you?"
Right.
Well, no, because I'll tell you, I was kind of drunk when I got there.
Oh,
What are you supposed to be,
right.
Tweety Bird?
I
You look like a big
I
fat
had
mess.
pre-party trying to put the eyelashes on, okay? So, I'll tell you something. Glam by Lexi, our girl Lexi, dyed her hair red, like bright red, to be Jessica Rabbit.
Oh, wow.
Fun.
She looked cute last night. She really did. So that was good. I'll tell you, Mandy, who works the front door with Juanita, she
She did like a Living Dead.
It was like a clown, but I mean, she was so cute. It was really a cute costume. So, but
crazy
it was
fucked
fun.
up ass looking clown.
now was our friend Big E down there taking pictures?
He was taking pictures, so I'm waiting for all his photos to be posted. I checked and I didn't see anything yet, but he was there with the trusty camera. Big
Clickety
E.
click click.
Big E. It was fun.
Oh,
I was
good.
drunk. But I had a really special week, and when I seen Sierra at the birthday party, I said, I'm ready to get pharmaceutical, herbally friendly, and drunk as a skunk. And then I'm going to add and get laid.
Well, that's good. You accomplished
accomplished
all of
everything.
them. Yeah.
I
Nice
am really
combination.
good at accomplishing the goals I set, aren't I?
Yes.
Well, when your standards are low like that.
Oh, I just needed a stress-free evening, and that's what I had.
Good. I'm glad.
Sounds good.
I'm glad.
Now, I sent out an article. I didn't read it all the way through, but Sierra did, and she's mad about
Oh,
it.
she's ready to fuck some
Oh,
up.
well, okay. I'm about to fuck a motherfucker up. All right, so here's the thing. So, some website somewhere put up some article about how Twitter just exploded with fat hate.
I remember.
Just exploded with fat hate after the scene on AHS Coven, that's American Horror Story Coven, last
Oh,
week.
we talked
I'm going to put this on me.
Yeah,
Here we
you
go.
should.
So there's a girl in there. Have you seen the movie Precious? That big black beautiful girl who plays Precious, who did a
Didn't she win an award?
She was nominated for an Oscar.
nominated for an Oscar, totally should have taken it, but just an amazing actress. She's playing a character on there called Queenie, and Queenie is Queenie's her witch power is she's a living voodoo doll. So if she stabs herself, with the intent of stabbing you, it will actually stab you. It won't cause any harm to her, but it'll harm you. Really fucking cool power to have, by the way. So there's this scene where she has to lure this really nasty minotaur who was created 200 years ago by this white bitch who was totally slaughtering black people to make herself look young. Long, complicated fucking story.
Like Bathory? Like that?
Yeah, like
Bathory?
Bathory. Like Bathory, only French and in New Orleans.
Right.
So she lures the Minotaur away to this corner, and she starts talking to him about how the two of us, all we really need is love, and she starts masturbating. And apparently Twitter thought that watching a fat girl masturbate was more disgusting than the incestuous rape that happened and
Right.
the bestiality.
Right.
So the bestiality's okay, the incestuous rape is okay, but a fat girl touching herself, mind blowing. Like, what the fuck, people?
Right.
I mean, there were people saying shit like, "Oh, I just ate, now I'm gonna throw up," and just all kinds
They
of.
were just
Oh,
horrible.
I hate
People
that.
were just horrible.
What the fuck?
Really,
Turn the
really
fucking
nasty,
channel.
nasty.
Amen. Well, and you know what? And excuse me, but skinny folk gotta masturbate. Why can't fat folk masturbate?
Exactly.
Right? I was and the thing that
Exactly.
shocked me wasn't that it was a fat girl masturbating, but that they got away with being on FX, which is just a regular cable channel. You don't pay
Right.
extra for that. That's regular cable. with a girl, I mean, and it's not just like, her hand goes down her front and it stays waist up. No, they zeroed in on her hand between her legs, just working it. You didn't actually see her vagina, but you saw her actually working some shit. And I'm like, they got away with that. That is crazy.
And that's what everybody was disgusted about.
Yeah, they were.
That's what everyone was discussing.
They don't think fat people masturbate?
Well, you know what? There are some places, and I believe even our chat on Ustream doesn't allow us to type in the word masturbate.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
It censors it.
I think so.
Wow.
Hold on, you got the chat up when you put in masturbate.
That's not even an X-rated word.
Right.
That really? What is it? What does it change?
Did you get it on our chat? I just typed masturbate into chat. Anyone who's in chat, looking at chat right now, I just typed masturbate in.
Did anything?
Did it come up?
Censor?
Well, I don't know if it censors.
Oh no, it didn't censor.
Oh well,
okay.
We can type in masturbate.
That's good.
But yeah, it was so. I mean, I found it highly erotic that I'm watching this girl. Like, I mean, just short of. I mean, if that nightgown that she'd had on had come up any higher, if she'd spread her legs any wider, you'd have got full on finger in vagina shot. It was just
that wouldn't have been allowed on FX.
No, that would not have been allowed. But it was. I mean, it was right there, and I'm watching this going, God damn, they're getting away with this. Meanwhile, Twitter is exploding, going, the fat girl touches herself. It's so gritty. Okay, no. So the mom who's raping her son, who came back from the dead, so this woman rapes her son, who was brought back from the dead and pieced together by two young witches, like sewn all together. And she's like, it's not even your real body or your penis anymore.
So she could fuck it.
But she fucked it. Well, no, not so that she could fuck it. Though it's a complicated story.
But still, fucking your son.
It's bestiality.
It's okay, but you can't.
A fat girl can't masturbate.
Fat girl can't masturbate.
Get your life.
I think we ought to send a video to them people.
I think we should do a video of all three of us standing around going.
No, all we have to do is post it on Twitter. It was the Twitter people.
Right, that's what I mean.
That
we should post something on Twitter.
Look, listen. Here's the deal. If you don't like fat people, continue to not liking fat people. Right. Just keep it to your fat-hating self, because I'm sure you also are not fans of gay people, and I'm sure you're also not fans of people who look a little bit different, because there's another character on there who has Down syndrome. She was on there the first season. She's a Down syndrome actress. She's a highly functioning Down syndrome girl. She played the first season. She's doing the third season, which is Coven. I think she had a part in the second season, but I don't think it was as big. And she talks all the time about how she gets laid in the video, in the movie, or the television show. And I'm absolutely certain that Twitter's going to explode with rage if this girl does actually get laid on the television show. Because they're going to be like, oh, I can't believe they let some retard get laid. And we're like, look, retards need sex too.
What's wrong with people? I mean, that's the only thing I could say. What the fuck is wrong with people?
Exactly.
Look, Down syndrome Dottie, she needs her pipes clean too.
Amen.
Well, this is not the Twitter. One of the things that I love Twitter. I love going on Twitter and just reading the stream.
I like certain parts of Twitter,
and I like
I like Patton Oswalt.
When the bombings in Boston happened, I was with my mom on the road, and we got to her doctor's office, and they had the TV on, but they didn't have the sound up, and there was no closed captioning, so I couldn't hear what was going on, but I could see on the screen the title that said Boston bombings or something like that. So instead of going onto my phone and onto Google and over to CNN or something like that, all I did, I tried going online on my phone to go to a news channel, and no one had the story yet. But I knew where I could go to go get story stuff, and that was Twitter. Twitter has brought down governments, for God's sake, right? Mm-hmm. It has saved lives and brought down governments, and it doesn't hide anything.
And why is Twitter more effective in that than, say, Facebook or something?
Because it's instant, and it's instant, and it's short. You can only have 140 characters. And as soon as you post, just about instantaneously, anyone in the entire world knows what you're posting.
Right. And Facebook is getting there.
Same way.
Facebook is getting there.
Yeah.
It's very, very close, except they have that news feed thing where they don't give you everything right away. And, of course, on Facebook, it's all about... On Twitter, you have to read it. There's no looking for pictures that you like or bright colors to catch your attention.
Really?
You have to read Twitter. There's no memes, there's no pictures of cats or anything like that. We can post pictures to Twitter, but they don't show up right away. You read the main first, and then you can click on it to see the picture.
Right.
On Facebook, most people look for pictures.
You're right.
And they scan right over any text there is and go right to the next picture of the big fat black girl masturbating herself.
Which is totally pornographic.
But you see it. I see it all the time on my Alexia stream on Facebook.
That's true.
Oh, me too. On Sweet Cheeks. Oh,
There be
Jesus.
penises fucking everywhere. Might as well have a fat girl touching herself.
I got on Sweet Cheeks here a few minutes ago just to post the stuff about the show. And I go, look, Sierra, there's penis pictures popping up.
Yeah.
I
They
got
don't last very long, but they do show up.
I got a big old fat one in my inbox.
We were trying to decide if it was real or not. The fat one she had.
It makes me so mad, so angry. I love American Horror Story. I loved season 1 when it was
I just got done watching season 1.
Season 1 was fantastic. Season 2 about the asylum
I
and the
haven't
nuns
seen that one yet.
and the devil possessing people, fucking awesome. Oh, and aliens. There's aliens in season 2 too. So there's the devil, aliens, and nuns. It's
It'll be
fabulous.
And can't you watch? You can pick it up at any season because then each season starts a new
Each
topic.
season is a completely different storyline.
Okay, that's what
And
I
is it
thought.
true that each season they hire new actresses?
No, they have a lot of the same people who roll over from season to
okay.
season. There's
As
like
different characters?
as different characters,
different
like
characters.
Jessica Lange.
So it's like an acting troupe season.
Yeah,
thing.
it is. And like there's characters from season 1 who were not in season 2 but are now in season 3, which is American Horror Story Coven. Great. I mean, it's a great concept because if you miss the first 2 seasons, nobody gives a shit because the third season has nothing to do with them.
And American Horror season 1, I don't know what the name of that is.
It's just American Horror Story.
American Horror Story. I just watched it all on Netflix, so you can see all the episodes in a row.
My daughter watches them. Yeah.
Right now, since I don't like no noise in the house, I'm watching things constantly. So I watched it all in like a weekend, I think.
Season 2 should be on Netflix by now.
Not yet.
Not yet?
No, yeah. I've got it in my favorites, so it'll let me know
Yeah.
when there are new episodes.
Great concept. Great show. I love
It was good. I was very surprised.
when the creators, when they were interviewed, what do you want to do? What are you planning on doing with this? Their thing is, we want to go as far as we can until they say you can't do that
Right.
and they have not hit that point yet. So
Well,
that's
then
why
I
we
with
got
the big black girl masturbating with her hands between her thighs on TV, that's pushing
Yeah,
the
that's
edge,
pushing
and
the limits,
they were
yeah.
allowed to do it. So yay!
right. I mean,
job.
they have pushed boundaries beyond boundaries. Now, mind you, this show's not on at like 7:00 at night. This is a 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock at night show. So it's not in that prime time where it falls kind of like in the AM radio thing where you can't say bullshit before a certain period of time or whatever. Thank you, internet radio, by the way. Fuckity fuck.
Masturbate.
Masturbate.
Can you say that on AM radio?
Yeah, you can say.
You can say masturbate. Yeah.
You can
Jack
say-
off?
No.
No.
Okay. Just wondering, in
So.
case they ever invite me to AM
And besides,
radio again.
technically, she was jilling off because it's a girl.
Jilling off? Wait a minute.
Is that what
Why
it's
is it
called?
Jilling off.
Big Jack and Jill. Jack for the boy and Jill for the
Did
girl.
you make that up?
No, I did not.
I never heard that in
Me
all my life.
neither.
I'm such a
I
nerd.
think
I'm the
Sierra
only
made
one.
it up.
Google
It's a
it,
good
bitch.
one.
Google it. Even if I made it up, what do you care? It's fucking awesome.
Oh.
Fuck the fat haters on Twitter because American Horror Story is fucking
Well,
awesome.
if it's not, there was another story, and it was about a young Hispanic kid, Hispanic ethnicity, but he was 100% American,
Right.
who sang the national anthem at, I don't know, a basketball game or a football game or baseball, something, at a game, at an event.
Okay.
And the people on Twitter exploded about this young Hispanic. What the hell is he doing singing the American
The
national
more
anthem?
you tell me about Twitter, the more I think they ain't nothing but a bunch of twits on there.
Well, you have to know how to filter it.
Right. I filter pretty well because I just follow like Patton Oswalt and George
See,
Takei.
I need to
just follow the
learn.
nerds.
I need to learn how to follow Twitter.
Nerds love everybody. I have never met a nerd who hated fat people.
I don't think I've met any either, but they don't make a lot of fat superheroes.
No, they don't. But Kevin Smith is going to change that.
That's because, can you imagine what it would look like to see Batgirl weighing 400 pounds jumping from building to building?
Most of the guys we know would fucking love
That's
it.
true. They would. They would. Yeah.
I think they should make a really curvy superhero.
I think they should. Well, they
Oh,
do
I
make them
agree.
curvy,
Right.
Yeah. Not,
but
yeah.
they're like Barbie curvy with the little tiny impossible
Yeah,
waist.
they may
and
have a little bit of
huge,
junk in the trunk.
humongous. How many this Halloween party that you went to last night? How many slutty women were there? How many slutty costumes were there? Was it amazingly inordinate number of slutty costumes?
And what do you define as slutty,
I was
though?
gonna
Because
say-
there were some girls
Okay.
with some
Tiny little
tutus, and they were really short, and they had lace stockings.
So one
and-
of the I was thinking about the superhero costumes because I was thinking about going as a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle with the tutu, right? And but of course the ones that you see mainly, especially for women, the first one that shows up is the Wonder Woman costume with the short little skirt and the high boots and the.
Well, that's what the PLP won her first costume contest on, was a
Wonder Woman.
Woman costume.
The PLP wasn't Wonder Woman last night.
No, she's won
her
it
first
3
year.
years
Oh,
in a
right,
row.
right,
So
right.
the first year she won it, it was Wonder Woman.
Right. So, but the ones that you see,
I didn't see a lot of superheroes last night, to be
well,
honest with
but
you.
but the ones that you see, like they have the
Tits hanging out and
slutty
asses.
nurse or the.
You know what? It was
Naughty,
about the
naughty
same.
officer.
The girls that come squacking and looking slutty on a regular basis
Were
were
the
the
ones-
girls that
They were still squacking and looking slutty. They just had
in a
wigs on.
Halloween costume.
Okay.
Exactly.
All right.
Wigs on and heavy makeup.
Because I've actually seen there's a trend with kids' costumes little girls' costumes have even gotten that whole short skirt and
Well,
I mean,
think what
just
we're
that,
seeing with the little girl costumes is they're mimicking the adults.
Yeah, and they shouldn't be doing that.
Because, yeah, you see a lot of them trying to be adult characters.
yeah.
That's what's happening with the kids' costumes.
Okay.
But out here in Vegas, it's great because, like, grown-ups dress up
Mhm.
and stuff, you know? You don't
Well, that's
always
an
see
everyday
that.
thing here.
Right, that's true. That's
You drive.
very true.
Look, you just walk down the strip and there's some dude dressed up like SpongeBob.
Yeah, you can go get pictures taken with them and everything.
Oh, that's on.
Yeah, and these guys aren't even hired by anyone. They went out there and doing it by themselves, and they're just doing it for tips.
Right.
Oh yeah, you go down to Fremont Street, and yeah, I have a friend that's got ginormous boobs, and she goes out there and gets tips and takes pictures with people. That's all them people that are standing out there. I was told by one of my
Look at the look on her
I
face.
was told by one of my booking agents that I should dress up as a worn out showgirl. Have a bottle in my hand. and a big
Nice.
fat showgirl
With the big
costume.
feather thing on your butt.
Yeah, and
right,
I'm fat
right.
and old and, ripstock, fishnets and stuff, and stand out there and get tips and take pictures.
That's actually a really cute idea.
It is.
That is a great idea.
It is.
City of Las Vegas or City of Las Vegas might come over and pay you to not do that.
Yeah, you're right. Good idea.
Which you get paid either way,
Yeah,
so
either
there
way,
you go.
As long as I got some money coming up. Good.
Whoever comes and pays you, you'd be like, I will be here tomorrow at 8 a.m. Bring my check then.
So you guys got kids Halloween coming up.
Ugh, yeah, we've got huge plans.
Huge plans
Huge
for
plans.
Thursday. We're going to barbecue on the front porch, and we make the older kids do tricks for their treats, and we drink wine. And what else do we do?
We're gonna have hot dogs this year. I'm so
Hot
excited.
dogs, and I'm going to make veggie pizza again.
Mm.
And
Was there a mandate to wear our shirts
no,
today?
No.
you got to understand, I didn't get out of bed until 4 o'clock
Okay.
today, okay?
I figured.
So it was the first drawer I reached into, okay?
And mine was I finally I'm packing my mom's shit up for her because that's what I do. And and I found mine hanging up in the laundry room behind like 700 pounds of my mom's clothes. So
Oh wow.
Oh,
I was like, hey, I don't have to worry about what to wear tonight. Just put this on.
Well, it was funny because I walked through, and the logo on this shirt is in the back, the big logo.
Mhm.
My grandson says, "Grandma, you got your shirt on backwards." No, I don't. I had to
No.
look though. Thought maybe I did.
Grandma's fucked up, but it's not that bad.
So tonight we're going to take a break here in just about a minute, but we have Brown Sugar coming up for the next segment. We're going to talk to her. She told I met Brown Sugar over on Real Talk with Clever Minds and Ms. Please, who we had here I think last season. She came in and her mom sat over here
That
on the
was so
side. Do you
much
remember?
fun. Yeah.
Anyway, Ms. Please had a show on discrimination and fat people and women's self-empowerment and self-esteem. Crime, and Brown Sugar was on there, and she was telling the story about discrimination at work. So when we come back, we'll talk about that story, and then we'll find out a little bit more about her, like how she sings, but she has stage fright.
You did it.
Oh, I'm telling the world.
Tried it.
Well, we're going to have to get a little sample of that singing. It's just the four of us sitting here, Brown Sugar. That's nothing to be stage frighted
That's it.
over.
Nothing else.
It's just us.
There won't be 30,000 people downloading this month.
Thank you.
You know, a lot of people get discovered when they do a YouTube video and the stars discover them, or they get invited to go on like The Voice or...
Hey, Usher, this one's for you.
You're listening to the Curvaceous Bounty of Sin City on Vegas All Net Radio, streaming live at SinCityBounty.com. If you want to switch over, you can watch us live here in the studio. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
This is Alexia from the Curvaceous Bounty of Sin City Radio Show. Join myself and the ladies every Sunday night at 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern for real talk about real stories with real people. That's Sundays at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on your computers at VegasAllNetRadio.com, because they won't let us on regular radio.
Hello, everybody. This is Aaron Phillips from Vegas Unwrapped.
And I'm the other guy, Ricky Cash.
The other guy, Ricky
The other
Cash.
guy, yeah, from Brooklyn.
Hey, I got a question for you.
Shoot.
What are we doing Thursday nights from 7 to 9 p.m.?
We are going to be on Vegas All Net Radio.
Really?
Yeah.
And what are we going to do?
We're going to do Vegas Unwrapped.
Which is?
We unwrap Vegas 1 week at a time.
The things that make you say, I didn't know that exists.
Did that really exist?
I think so. Vegas Unwrapped, Phillips and Cash, every Thursday, 7 to 9 p.m. Don't miss it.
Be there.
Tune in every Thursday at 3 p.m. Pacific for Our Kind of Music, where I'll share some of the best Americana and roots music around. Torn from the hearts and souls of the artists that create it, it's songwriting at its very best. So leave the main drag behind and join me, Blake Phillips, as we go down the weathered, splintery back roads where Americana lives. And you never know, our kind of music could be your kind of music too.
Hey, this is Alexia with the Curvaceous Bounty of Sin City. We love bbwgirltweet.com. We can stay up to date on all our favorite adult entertainers, and always just a lot of fun, and their logo is the best. So go to bbwgirltweet.com, check them out, and find some of your favorite BBW stars.
This is Jim Jonas asking you to listen to Veterans in Politics. Veterans in Politics is a weekly broadcast internet talk show hosted by myself, Jim Jonas, and Steve Sanson, president of Veterans in Politics Incorporated, that airs every Saturday from 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. at www.vegasallnetradio.com. Veterans in Politics' sole purpose is to teach, educate, and inform veterans on issues and the candidates that will affect them. Too many politicians say they support veterans and their issues, but their actions tell a different story. Here at Veterans in Politics, we will expose these politicians by giving them a chance to come in and explain their actions to veterans so veterans can truly make informed decisions. Listen every Saturday to stay informed and to hold politicians accountable for their votes.
As internet technology advances, so does the threat of cybercrime. In times like these, we must protect ourselves from cybercrime. Antivirus software, firewalls, and security patches are just the beginning. Never open suspicious emails and only navigate to trusted sites. Protect your child by installing parental control software and monitoring their computer use. To learn more about cybercrime, visit ncpc.org or contact your local law enforcement agency.
A message from the U.S. Department of Justice, National Crime Prevention Council, and the Ad Council.
Hey, this is Axel. Join me every Thursday night at 5 p.m. for the next phase of the Industrial Revolution, where I will be playing a very strict mix of goth industrial music, bringing out the new and recognizing the pioneers. So join me every Thursday night from 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. for the next phase of the Industrial Revolution on Vegas All Net Radio.
Welcome back to the Curvaceous Bounty of Sin City on VegasAllNetRadio.com. I don't look it today, but I usually can look pretty glamorous, especially when Lexi gets a hold of my face. If you've been to our website or on our Facebook, you've seen some fabulous photos put up there. And all that makeup was courtesy of Glam by Lexi. You should check her out. She's for hire. You can look fabulous on your special day, whatever it might be. Just go to facebook.com and just search for Glam space by space Lexi. Or you can go to our page, SinCityBounty on Facebook, and we'll have links on our page to her. So, and there's also a link to her on our website. So
awesome. And then after you get all made up and look beautiful by Lexi, you call Curve Media.
Right. Get some pictures taken of that shit.
Taken. That's right. If you look at the last 2 photo shoots we did, Curve Media has done. He does a lot of the shoots for a lot of the clubs here in town. He does special events, or if you just want to take some sexy boudoir photos for somebody special, go to Facebook and look for Curve Media Las Vegas.
And once you've been glammed up, and once you have gotten your picture taken, post it to Twitter and make sure that you follow BBW Tweet on Twitter.
BBW Girl.
BBW Girl Tweet.
Especially if you're, because we were talking about slutty Halloween costumes, and I'll bet you anybody who is on BBW Girl Tweet,
they got some slutty Halloween costumes.
Got some slutty Halloween costumes, right?
Well, mostly because they're big girl porn stars.
That's right. That's right. You can find all your favorite porn stars. And then, once you've posted your picture there, you've gotten glammed, you've gotten your pictures taken, you've posted your pictures to Twitter, you can go to a party that you threw, and your DJ is DJ Hex. Because DJ Hex is pretty awesome.
And then you come on our show and talk about it all.
That's right.
Here's what, so last party we had DJ Hex DJ for us. I went up to him because somebody was like, oh, I just really want to do some 80s rock, like some 80s dance rock. So I went up to DJ Hex and I said, you got any 80s dance rock? He said, sure. For the next 15 to 20 minutes, it was nothing but 80s dance rock.
Right, there was some Michael Jackson, all kinds of, it was great. DJ Hex is also on Facebook. You can type in the address bar, www.facebook.com/DJ.Hex1210.
Good DJ, guys.
We love these guys. These guys are our partners here at the station, and we love them for all kinds of stuff.
He doesn't do that annoying thing. The one thing I hate about DJs, well, no, that too, when they're trying to spin, and it's like, look, I don't want you spinning records at my party. I want you playing fucking party music. That's what I want you to play. And then the other thing is,
very professional. That's right.
I hired you. I know who you are. I don't need you to announce who you are every third song.
Right.
Like, it's DJ motherfucker. Like, I don't care who you are. I want to listen to the music. If I wanted to listen to a DJ spin some shit,
I don't even think Tiesto does that kind of crap, right? And he makes hundreds of $1,000s per DJ session.
Fuck that. I hate that shit when they do that too. And maybe it's not maybe nice once every hour or so.
That keeps doing that all night long.
It's okay to do it once every hour or so, I would say, but like every third song.
This is DJ spinning the tune.
This is DJ Cocksucker. Nobody cares. I just want you to play some Macklemore and get the fuck over it. That's all I want.
All right.
I just want to wobble.
That's right. Yeah, and don't play the wobble back to back with the fucking Cupid Shuffle. Not for a fat girl party.
You do not know. You are not a DJ certified to be at a fat girl party if you put the line dances back to back.
Right.
Oh, exactly.
You need one line dance every 45 minutes. That is what you need.
Now, besides, let me ask you, before we get into Brown Sugar over here, you know, you say her name Brown Sugar because that's the way she writes it, right? You say Brown Sugar, and the rest of your vocabulary goes to hell.
Over here.
Get on out over here with some brown sugar.
Are there any new line dances besides the Cupid Shuffle and what's the other one?
The wobble.
The wobble right now?
There's a couple of new ones that I've
seen. The electric slide's
done.
making a comeback.
Yeah, but I haven't learned them yet. There's a few new ones.
Because we've been prominent in the community for 4 years now for our show.
We've been wobbling for 4 years.
And I think the wobble didn't come into the
a couple
3
years ago.
Yeah.
Cupid Shuffle's been around for 4. Though.
Right.
Well, and the electric slide's been around forever. And there's another new one. I can't remember what it's called, but me and Mama were trying to do. It's really tough. That they do.
You slide to the left.
No,
kick slide to the right.
No. That's crisscross. Everybody, clap your hands. Now that one's been around for a long time. It's a different one.
But that's a different one. Oh, yeah. So there are 3 then. I know.
There are 4. There's 4.
So it's
Cupid Shuffle, Crisscross, the Wobble, and the Electric Slide are the 4 main ones.
Okay.
Do you guys remember when the Macarena?
I love the Macarena. Macarena.
It's all upper body movements.
Yeah,
you don't
they
have
don't
to
do
bounce.
the
Well, you do a
around
little
lot.
hop when you turn.
Right.
You're supposed to hop when you turn.
Yeah. But there, like I said, there's another one out that's pretty popular, but it's tough to do.
Yeah.
Your feet are moving.
So why don't we come up with the Sin City Bounty?
We can. Let's do it.
The SCB Shuffle.
We could teach everybody at the club, and we
That's
can
right.
start a new
New dance.
We are
sounds
now
good.
casting choreographers.
and we would need a announcer, song, and an announcer.
Fat chicks, a fat chick line dance would be great. Put together by fat chicks, because we know what moves are tough for other fat chicks to
That's
do.
right. Mhm.
Right, because the Cupid Shuffle involves a cha-cha move, and
Oh,
a lot
I love
of
the
fat
cha-cha
girls.
move.
A lot of fat girls don't do the cha-cha move because it requires you to pick your feet up like 3 times in a really fast movement.
That's why that other line dance I'm talking about is really tough, because you got to put your foot up and down,
and you have to
forward,
hop
and
3
you hop and
times.
tap, and it moves really, really fast. And I'm just afraid I will fall.
Right.
I think that was.
What's that called?
I'm trying to think
Into your mic.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
I
gotta
remember.
think
You
of
know
it.
which one I'm talking about, though.
I know
Yeah.
exactly which
We're
one
like
it is.
crisscross.
No, that
reverse,
the crisscross.
reverse.
That
Reverse,
one's been out
reverse.
for a long time.
Is that you talking about? It says, "Oh my mama,
That's
on my
it.
hood."
That's it. You got it, girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, and those feet are moving fast
Yes.
up and down.
Now
Yes,
I
it's
know
really
that.
fast.
What's that name of that cowboy bar down at the end of the strip?
Oh, it's
Gillies.
Not Gillies. It's
No, not
over.
Gillies.
It's
Oh.
over by
It's on Las
the-
Vegas Boulevard.
Yeah, it's by the not far from the South Point.
Right. Well, they have line dance
Classes.
classes.
But country line dance is different.
That's
It is.
2-stepping, and yeah, it's not.
It is, but who's to say we can't learn? We can't go observe or learn some classic line dances. Just adapt them, to the. We can always take a line dance that's out there that's complicated, make it fat girl friendly.
We could do that.
Fat Girl Friendly Line Dances by Sin City Bounty.
That's right.
Anything to get me into a honky tonk, I am fucking there.
That's true. Their drinks are really expensive. I remember we went there for. I think it was me and you. We went there for somebody's birthday or something.
You remember that girl who lived, she married, no, you don't know the guy, but she went to church with us. She's really thin, and she was the one who thought she might be bi, so I took her to a gay bar.
Oh,
She
I remember.
She might be bi.
Yeah.
How do you think you might be bi?
Well, because you think
I
girls
wonder.
are
Either
pretty.
attracted
No.
or you're not.
I wonder sometimes.
Well, you
I,
look at girls and you're like, damn, she's hot, but
Right.
you're not sure if you would like go that far with it.
I've had that thought before.
But you're not pussy friendly.
Stonies.
No, I'm not.
Thank you,
That's
Vegas.
it.
Stonies.
Stonies.
Thank
That's
you,
absolutely
Jessica.
right.
It's Stonies.
Stonies. Yeah.
They have a
but
mechanical bull there too.
So let's talk about almost bi for a second.
Almost bi.
almost
That's like
bi.
I'm almost pregnant.
I've been there.
No, kinda pregnant. I'm kinda gay.
It is possible. Look, we've taken like 10 minutes of her time here.
Well, at some
Well, you're staying with us for the whole 3 hours, right?
All right,
Okay,
so
let's-
we'll get to her. No problem.
Right.
I'm okay.
It'll be 9:50. We'll be
Okay,
like,
so wait a minute. I want to talk about maybe I'm gay.
Okay, are you straight?
I'm straight.
Have you ever thought you might be gay?
Yes.
You did?
Have you tried it?
No.
Okay.
Okay, now what made you think that you might be gay?
Because I seen a girl that was very attractive, and I was like, "Damn, am I supposed to have these feelings for that girl? Because
Okay.
she's cute."
Did you have were they feelings like here, ba-boom, ba-boom, or were they like down here?
They were
Slurp,
everywhere.
slurp,
They make
slurp.
your-
They were everywhere.
They were everywhere. It was
Make
to the
you
point
tingle
where
in
I
your
had to call my older sister, because my older sister's gay.
Make you
And
tingle in your no-no zone?
everywhere.
Damn.
And I was like, "Damn, am I gay?" And she's like, "Why do you say that?" I said, "Because I just seen this girl and she was fine as hell." And I was thinking to myself, "Damn, that she can get it."
You know what happened? Did she start talking and you just went, "Oh no"?
Did you ever think about maybe I should see if I'm gay and try this?
No, because I never had the feeling after that. It was just that one time with her. And it was like, okay. My sister's like, "Well, have you ever felt like that before?" And I said, "No." And she said, "What do you want to do?" "I don't know. What am I supposed to do?" I'm all shocked and everything, but no.
Well, your gay sister was no help at all.
Not at all.
Okay.
She just said, "No, you're not gay."
See, I can, as far back as I can remember
Wait,
being bi-curious.
I'm pussy friendly. I just won't lick it.
Why?
I just have no desire to taste that part of the body. That's
Right.
all.
She also doesn't want any females on her vagina.
No.
That's how most girls are. Oh, you can lick me, but I ain't licking
Well,
you.
I've never had a woman
But
do
are
that.
you open to that?
I don't know. I don't think so, because I'll tell you, I had a girl finger me once, and I told her she didn't have to keep doing that. Very careful during this. Wait,
So we could say you are not gay.
it was during this frenzied orgy, as a matter of fact, and so I had a hand on
that
my.
was a good time.
Yeah, that was, and there was a hand doing its business, and I just turned around and said, you don't have to do that anymore. She said, okay.
That's funny.
It was a very polite orgy, except for the one creepy dude in the corner who kept playing with his phone.
Right.
And it had like the really creepy Joker ringtone. It was like, why so sad? Why so sad? Why so sad? And it's like, oh my God, creepo, get out of the corner.
Oh wow.
But otherwise, it was a great orgy.
It was a
So
great
like, when did you like say, okay, I kind of like girls?
When I was 10, stealing my dad's girly mags.
Like I can remember like
going, ooh, you like that, don't you? Yeah.
I remember masturbating, thinking about
I knew
Martina
really young.
Navratilova.
What?
Do you know who she is?
Yes.
Okay, the tennis
Tennis player.
Yeah.
But she was one of the first women
That was openly gay.
that was openly gay.
Mhm.
And so I could remember that. Yeah, my first masturbating thinking about a woman was Martina Navratilova.
OMG.
I had thoughts like that
That's
about
different.
Serena Williams and those arms. Did you see that bitch's arms?
yeah,
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess I kind of.
I can appreciate a woman's body, because I know that the main part of it is because it's the artist in me. I can appreciate the softness of the curves and drawing them, and
Right.
and so I appreciate a human's body, whether it's male or female. I think they're all beautiful.
Desiree Divine just logged in.
But
Speaking of
sometimes,
vagophobe.
but sometimes they're just some women. You see their pictures, and of course they're made up and they're done beautifully, and you just look at them and you go, wow,
Yeah.
that's an amazing looking person. It goes both ways. I mean, there are men that are the same way.
Oh, I've seen women, I just stopped dead and I'm like, I would so bone her. I don't got a bone and I would bone the shit out of her. I eat your pussy till you scream my name.
Okay, so final results is you have not been, but you've had feelings for it, and I will not be, even though I find women very attractive. All right. What about
we got it all for you, people.
I know. So what about our chat? Let's see.
We know Desiree's a vagophobe. She's afraid of her own vagina.
That's right. But Desiree has done other things, right? She's done. She's upper management.
She'll let women do her.
Oh, I see. Jessica Vegas, one of our chatters, she says she did not post pictures of herself on Twitter, but the PLP did. So I know I like that picture. You looked very cute.
She was
Jessica.
cute. I love Jessica.
And then we've got, who else we got in here? We got Tyzone, who keeps talking about making us some dinner, and he's talking about Italian, like maybe some lasagna or something.
I'm down with that.
There's got to be some fat-free cheese, because I'm fat intolerant right now. And then we've got Whitney51. Hey, Whitney! Thanks for coming back. And Desiree Divine, of course. We love our Desiree. We haven't seen her.
Desiree's got a new
business venture.
Well, yeah, she's doing a nonprofit, and we got to get around to talk about her new venture.
That's
it's
a good
really
idea.
Good venture, yeah.
We
Desiree,
won't-
I will get you on.
We won't have Wendy in because today's her 5-year anniversary.
Oh,
tonight. It was
Wendy
either
and
yesterday or
Neverland?
today. Yeah.
Oh, congrats, Wendy.
And then we won't have her next week because they're going. Guess where they're going?
They're going to Mickey's house.
Disneyland?
Yes.
Mickey's house.
They're going to Disneyland.
Well, they do live like a stone's throw.
No. They go to.
They live in Northern California.
Yeah, they live in Northern
Right,
California.
It's,
It's like
it's in the same state still.
Yeah, but it's still like probably an 8-hour drive.
Oh Christ, that's like saying, oh, you could live in Texas.
Well, I guess
Dallas is okay to go to El Paso,
It
right?
takes as long to get from where Wendy is to Disneyland as it would be for us to get to Disneyland.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. Which
We don't go every other week.
by normal terms is
hours.
not so bad.
8 hours is a long time.
Come on. You know what? They don't go because they're close. They go because they're Mickey junkies. Okay?
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
They are.
Yeah, they go because they have a 3-year-old. She's 3 now. 3-year-old
as hell.
girl.
She's
just
cute.
And then we
little
had
button.
Barthos in for a little minute. Is he
We did.
still there?
He might be listening, but he's not in. But he was.
And
in.
then your Ram Tax Prep, I think she went upstairs to listen on her iPad.
and work because it's going to be tax season soon.
That's right. That's right. Coming at the end of the year.
Oh, God.
She starts early.
Oh, yeah.
Well, she does taxes all year round.
For businesses.
Ram Tax is pretty awesome. She's
You know what I have to do? I got to get on and see what Obamacare can do for me. I got to fill out all that stuff, and the more I hear about it, the more I don't want to do it, but I have to do it because my insurance is done on the 31st of December.
You may not be able to get on right now. The website is so terrible.
Well,
there's a lot of people
I was
who can't get
listening
online.
to some AM radio driving over here today, and they said now there's 16 states that you don't have to go to what is it, health.org or .gov or something. 16 states have their own site to sign you up for Obamacare, and Nevada is one of them. Now, it was not working. I went on day one, haven't been on since. So I need to get back on there. And I'm hearing all these things on the radio about it's high and it's this and it's that. So I just got to get on and figure it out for myself.
Well, I'd like to know if I qualify. If I can get the same kind of coverage I'm getting now for half of what because I'm paying a lot of money for insurance right now.
Well, you know what? First
but
of all,
I may not qualify because I am offered insurance through my company.
Exactly.
I may not
exactly
qualify.
What I was going to say. I don't know that that's where you got. And you can call local representatives who are experts on this stuff and see for your questions like that. But I do know they ask for all your financial information. So if you make X amount, like they will subsidize part of the cost for you.
Okay.
But you got to go through all the process, and I don't imagine it's an easy process.
No, probably not.
So, but they are just talking bad.
So stay tuned, and maybe here in about a month or so, you can get a first-hand account of.
Maybe I should try to get somebody here from NevadaHealthcare.org.
Oh yeah, let's do it. Nevada Health Link.
HealthLink. Maybe I should try to do that.
Yeah, and we can talk about Obamacare, and I think it's great that there is insurance for everybody now offered.
Always been insurance for everybody. It's just affordable now.
Well, yeah, that's what I mean. Affordable insurance for everybody.
Right. And you know what? This whole thing may not be perfect.
No.
You know?
But it's a start.
Exactly. That's exactly how I've always felt about it. Something needed to be done. And, this whole thing, them talking about, well, if you get sick, just go to the emergency room. But that emergency rooms, all they have to do is stabilize you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
If you go in there with a heart attack, they don't have to fix the problem. They just got to make sure you're not dying at that moment and send you home.
Right.
That's fucked up.
Yep.
So,
it's
a start.
And then the
you
costs
know what?
mount.
It's okay with me if this thing's all fucked up, because you know why? It'll only make the room for them to improve it.
Right.
And so, leave my boy Obama alone.
It's a slippery slope, folks.
What's a slippery slope?
Slippery slope into socialism.
Oh
I don't mind some socialism, though.
Yeah, I think some of it's okay.
One of my favorite little
Welcome
skits.
to China.
One of my favorite skits was a Daily Show, with Jon Stewart, and they went over. I think it's either Finland or Sweden or the Netherlands, one of those very Aryan white countries over there, Northern European countries, and they used very sexy Swedish women as representatives of the money that you spend on insurance for taxes for state care. You pay very high taxes. You pay upwards of 40, sometimes 50%.
You're talking about everybody pays
for taxes, and then everybody gets free health care.
Okay.
And so I think it was the British guy. His name is John as well. He had the two beautiful Swedish blondes behind him, and he says, he had like 3 or 4 of them behind him. And he says, I have to give you half of what I make. So he takes 2 of the blondes and puts them over there behind the health minister guy, and the guy says, yes, that's how it works. He goes, but now I only have 2. He goes, yeah, but you have 2. And then he goes, but if I get sick, you'll give me one back. Yeah, exactly. So he gives one back. So now he's got 3 blondes behind him. And it makes so much sense. You give so much, but you get it back anyway if something happens,
Right, exactly.
And so that's the risk factor. You have to figure, most people think they're invincible, so they don't have to pay anything. But you never know from day to day. So it's always better to be safe. If parents would teach their kids to be a little bit more careful about their lives.
Well, and I think that, I really think that the government needs to spend whatever money is necessary to get into these hospitals and get into the cost of these healthcare coverages. They automatically, if you have insurance, they charge you double.
Mm-hmm.
If you go in and say, I want to pay cash for this surgery,
it's half off.
It's half off. Now, what is the difference? It's the same procedure, the same surgery.
Example.
It's the paperwork.
Gastric bypass surgery. If you have insurance, it's about $21,000 to $22,000 for the surgery.
Okay.
If you pay for it with cash, it's $16,000.
Exactly.
Well, that's like gas. If you go and pay with your credit card, it's $2.85.
That's true.
$3.85 a gallon. But if you go and pay with cash, it's $3.45 a gallon.
It's not credit. And you know what?
It's the
Charge
paperwork.
me a paperwork fee, but it's not double. Okay.
Oh, I don't disagree. I don't disagree.
No, I have.
Now, hold on a second. Before we. Desiree says that she couldn't get insurance because she had a pre-existing from her cancer, no insurance for her. I thought they passed a law. I thought part of the Obamacare.
Right now.
Or part of the Obamacare.
No, part of it that went through was that you could not be denied health coverage anymore from an insurance company because you have pre-existing. But that meant they could charge you for it. They wanted to charge me $700 a month because of my arthritis.
Here's the other thing. The insurance company can say, we will approve you. The underwriters don't have to approve the coverage.
Oh.
The people who are actually taking on the risk of your medical debt, they don't have to approve it.
But that is changing now with Obamacare.
Yeah.
That it doesn't matter if you have a pre-existing or not. Your payment for coverage is the same
as
everybody else. That's
same as everybody else's.
So
one of the things they need to do to lower the cost of healthcare is lower what it costs to be a doctor. Right now, it'll cost you almost $500,000 to become a doctor, and that's right now. When your grandson and my son go to school, to get a bachelor's degree, it's going to cost almost $500,000.
I don't know that I want it to cost less. I want to make sure. The education for someone to become a doctor.
No, I'm not saying
I don't want
drop the education.
Any. If you're going to cost, I know the cost of the education you're talking about.
The cost of the education.
But if in any way the cost of that education
rather than pouring
interferes with the quality of that education for a doctor, I don't want it.
Rather than well, here's the thing. Then
I agree.
That's true.
Here's what you're looking at. You're looking at getting $500,000 worth of debt when you graduate college. You have $500,000 worth of debt. You will never be able to pay that debt off in your lifetime.
I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm
so
just disagreeing.
In order to cover your own
but that's
bills,
not only for a doctor.
Well,
I mean, college costs are way high no matter what you're going to be.
That's because colleges have got onto the capitalist bandwagon. It's it's no longer free school for kids. It's as they have to make money and they want to have a nice campus, so they got to pay for the buildings and they got to pay for the track field and they got to pay for the dorms and everything else and the teachers. The better quality teachers is a better quality education. So I mean, I'd like if the government's going to get involved with upper education at all, I'd like to see something like tax deductions for college tuition or something to that effect.
Right.
I'd like to see more. I'd like to see more scholarships and grants coming from the government, and not just these pissant grants like the Pell Grant. Okay, that's great. I can go and get half of a semester's credit maybe paid for by the Pell Grant.
Exactly.
And you have to go to school and pass the class and submit the paperwork before the Pell Grant takes effect. So you still have to pay for that class before you might get paid for it by the Pell Grant. I would rather see a grant come out and go, anyone who majors in and passes, you don't have to have the money up front, but you'll have a debt at the end if you don't pass, but you major and pass with at least an 80%. In this field, the government pays for it.
So you're talking about the government. That money has to come from somewhere.
Exactly.
And so you're going to cut something else to make that happen.
Yes.
But I think that there should be more donations and more money coming in from the private sector.
I was just going to say I would rather see scholarships from the private sector than anything else.
I would love to see that too.
All of these big companies, like Apple, I'm sure they have scholarship programs that they give out scholarships for the tech industry. But I'd like to see all the other ones.
Car companies,
the car companies, even the ones that the fuel companies. For alternative energy scientists or something like that.
I agree.
And even some of the, all these corporations, these CEOs, I'm so sorry, but the CEOs with their billion-dollar bonuses or, $5 million bonuses, and then they're, a record high in this earnings this quarter.
But then you see that same company laid off 2,500 people.
Right, or ship them the jobs 18,000 jobs overseas or something like that. Why can't they take some of that money and put it into Scotland? And then,
I agree.
And a lot of those per year only do 1 or 2 students. Why can't they do a little bit more? That's all I'm thinking.
I agree.
I absolutely agree.
I didn't have any higher education. I didn't go to college at all.
I went to college, but I got a scholarship that it was a leadership service scholarship that was given to me from the college itself. So there was no grants and no government. It was from, you had to submit it. I went to Eastern Michigan University, so you had to submit all of it. And like I said, it was a leadership service, so you had to show all the clubs you were in and all your involvement, and and it was based on grades too. But that was given out by the university itself.
Yeah,
and it paid for all of my. I still had to pay for. I think it paid for 50% of my classes and all my room and board.
And I'm thinking about maybe taking some classes just so I can get a degree.
That's a good idea.
Because you need a degree to get a job.
No, you do.
In this world. So did you do any college? You didn't do any college either, did you?
Went to service.
You did military service.
Military. Mm-hmm.
And then when you got out, you didn't go to college.
No,
or anything like that?
when I got hold on. I'm relaxing, so I have to move away from the mic to get to the camera. So I'm not go gadget arms over here. I got two options to leave the military, and one would allow me to never come back again, and keep
leave it, don't come back, bitch.
Basically, it was I could have taken a medical, and I would have retained all of my military veterans benefits and gotten a monthly stipend, but I could never join the military again. And the other one was I could take an honorable, but I would lose all of my benefits, but I had the option of coming back in 3 years. And at that point in my life, I knew I was coming back. I didn't, obviously, fat girl, but I took the honorable because I had every intention of coming back. And I could go through this long and involved process of switching that because it's in the paperwork that I was offered and I, denied, the medical. I could go through this long, involved 4-year process of changing it. But again, fat girl, lazy, not doing it.
Yeah. And what about you, Brown
I
Sugar?
went to college right out of high school, but I was too busy. But when I was in college, it was in the 90s, so that's when the UNLV Running Rebels team was very popular. But I didn't do shit. I started with a full scholarship,
Oh, yeah, where did you get their scholarship from?
From UNLV, because I went to a technical school out here, and I specialized in health occupation, and I got a scholarship, but I fucked it up.
Yeah.
Too busy hanging out with the fraternities and sororities.
Right,
partying. It was my first year of school, not having to bring a note home from my mom if I want to miss a class, or, I was too busy in the student union every day talking to the cutest boys in school. I was not into it, so I didn't even finish a whole semester. And then it took me till about, maybe about 3 years ago, and I started going back. So I'm a student right now.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
Very cool.
What are you studying?
Right now I'm studying bachelor's in fine arts and audio production.
Now let me ask you a question. Are you getting grants to help you with the tuition?
Yeah.
Okay.
Grants or loans?
Both.
Both. For those of you who don't know the difference, a loan is you have to pay back, and a grant is you don't have to pay it back.
Right.
The grant, they grant you the money. They say, here, take this money.
All right. When we come back, it's time for the club calendar, so don't go away. This is the Curvaceous Bounty of Sin City. We still got Brown Sugar in the studio. We still got to talk
We
to her.
will talk to her, we promise.
So don't go away.